Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Acoustic Nights at the Meeting Place, hosted this evening by yours truly, accompanied by my good friend Mr. Sam the Skull here, and of course the ever-present Tibbles. Going to be assaulting your ears for the next 25 minutes or so, poor souls. So we'll start off with a nice wee song. It's called Sundy Song, and it's about the fact that I cannot get out of my bed on a Sunday morning, or any other morning, especially nowadays when there's no point in getting up. Sunday Song. When Sunday comes a-calling with an ambience so thick and slow, well, we lay in bed all morning, no desire to get up and go, because a lazy Sunday morning is the only Sunday morning we know. So we lounge a while amazed at how another week is rolled along. And when we feel the need to move, we just wait till the feeling's gone. We've been waiting for a while now, and it hasn't been a minute too long. So we lie a while together and watch the world just drift along, and we idly reminisce about where it was we started from. We've been together for a lifetime, it hasn't been a minute too long. There we go. Lack of practice to the fore there, I think. Don't think anybody noticed. Anyway, this is a song called Said the Captain, about the fact that sailors would be away for years at a time in days of yore. And when they got back home, being human, they would immediately retire to the nearest hostelry and get bloated out their wee boxes. And some of your more unscrupulous captains would wait until they were pie-eyed and sign them up for another tour, another voyage. And by the time the poor souls sobered up, they were halfway down the channel heading for Valparaiso and all points west. So that's what it's about. It was introduced in the northeast of England by a guy on the radio as Said the Captain, not Said the Captain, Said the Captain. And he started rambling on about how it was all about a lancer and the Bengal Lancers or something like that. Crazy. So if you're ever going to host a radio show and you're going to talk about a song that you're about to play, listen to it first, because he did it. First, F-U-R-S-T. Said the Captain. Heading home from Goggles, where we'd sailed along beneath the eastern moon. The Rise we made it home this far through storms and gales and tempests and typhoons. Don't worry, said the captain, you'll be home and dry by Sunday afternoon. We cleared the Bay of Biscay where so many honest sailors meet dead who sails were filling nicely and we knew that we'd be home in harbour soon. Don't worry, said the captain, you'll be drinking beer by Sunday afternoon. Far too long for any honest man to spend away at sea. Swear that when we're home then it'll be a steady life and land for me. Don't believe it, said the captain, 'cause by Monday you'll be back on board with me. That's enough of that. Nearly lost it at the end there. So, next song. This is it's a guy I used to know. That's what kicked this song into life. I used to know him, and he woke up one morning and thought, "That's it. I've had enough. I'm off." And he left his wife and he left his job and he headed into what he thought was a bright blue yonder. And I met him a couple of years later and he seemed to think he could come back and just pick up where he left off, but of course he'd burnt all his bridges by then, so he was stuffed. So that's what this song's pretty much all about. People who think the grass is greener on the other side, and it ain't. And when by the time they find that out, too late, can't go back. It's called Vagabond. 1,000 miles or more have passed under my feet since I first decided I had to break free. Well, the table of life had been laid out for me. Take it all, they said, take all that you need. I don't know what went wrong. Somewhere deep in my brain, I turned my back on it all. And Lord, how I wish I was back there again. I'll find a place where I hope I will never be known, and let this gypsy wind blow my soul and my bones down that vagabond road. Take to the road, I thought, man, you're bound to go far. Learn to live off the land and sleep under the stars. Strum your troubles away on your trusty guitar, but your troubles will find you wherever you are, and the dreams disappear, leaving only the pain that's caused by the fear of knowing I may never dream them again. I'll find a place where I hope I will never be known, and let this gypsy wind blow my soul and my bones down that vagabond road. And the failures were mine, and they all take their toll, accumulating with time. In the end you're left standing with nothing at all. All my bridges are burned and I've nowhere to go. Still I search for the dream further on down the road. And all the futures I held in the palm of my hand, now they're gone and they're no longer mine to command. I don't know what went wrong, somewhere deep in my brain, but I turned my back on it all. And Lord, how I wish I was back there again. I'll find a place where I hope I will never be known, and let the gypsy wind blow my soul and my bones down that vagabond road. That vagabond road. There you go. We change your pace there. Right. This is a wee love song, I think. Time for a love song. Good. Good enough. A wee love song. Set in Ulverston, of all places. Down the Lake District. Nice part of the world. It's like Scotland, but without so many bumps. A lot of good friends in Ulverston, nice people down there. Cracking folk club if you're ever in the vicinity. Worth a wee visit. Sad songs. I met her in a public house down Ulverston Way, a town of some distinction, I am told. The pub was quiet, the lights were dim, the jukebox didn't work, and she was sitting in a corner all alone. From the first time that I saw her, my heart was hers to keep. She seemed enveloped in an aura all her own. Although it wasn't aura, I could see illuminate the gloom. It appeared to be a green fluorescent glow. Sellafield Senga, love of my life, I adore her as everyone knows. From the hair on her head that would frizzle and spark, to to the tips of her 17 toes, to the tips of her 17 toes. As our eyes met in the gloom, I knew that we were meant to be. I swear her inner glow of beauty was unique. Well, it was not so much an inner glow as an outward shiny blaze. And she didn't just light up my life, she could light the whole damn street. Oh, Sellafield singer of a mile, I adore her as everyone knows. From the hair on her head that would frizzle and spark, to the tips of her 17 toes, to the tips of her 17 toes. And as time went by, I knew I'd met the woman of my dreams, and I swore that I would never let her go. She was all a man could ask for, all a man could ever need, and everything a woman has, well, Singer had much more. She had 3 eyes upon her face, 4 nostrils in her nose. She had 4 boobs, 3 belly buttons, each one pierced, I would suppose. And she had 3 lovely buttocks, unusual I know. And I found it quite intriguing when she'd fart in stereo. Sellafield singer, love of my life, I adore her as everyone knows. From the hair on her head that would frizzle and spark, to the tips of her 17 toes, to the tips of her 17 toes. And our love was consummated every time we got the chance. But the day came when I had to let her go, because my hair came out in clumps and my appendages grew limp, and my nether regions simmered in that green fluorescent glow. It broke my heart to leave her, but I simply had to go. But all the love she had to give, I gladly took. But she left me some fine memories and incandescent skin, and radioactive hemorrhoids to boot. Oh, Sellafield singer, love of my life, I adore her as everyone knows. From the hair on her head that would frizzle and spark, to the tips of her 17 toes, to the tips of her 17 toes. And oh, how I miss those Geiger counter clicks, and oh, I miss that green fluorescent glow. Why the glow was green, I'll never know. Sad song of lost love. Pity. Right, I'm going to finish off now with this. This is a song of a busker. So thanks very much for listening, if you are listening. If you're not, get up, ye. And thanks to everyone at the meeting place who's involved with this, especially Louise, Mayor, who invited me along, or invited me to do this. So it's all her fault if you want to blame someone. But this is a song about I wish you hadn't started something. Good enough? So this is a song about a busker. And I saw her one Sunday morning, not a good time to go busking, in Glasgow at Yankee Corner, the corner of Union Street and Argyle Street, standing at the curb pouring down with rain it was. She was soaked to the skin, and she sang 3 songs, very short songs, but she sang them over and over again. Stood and watched her for about 20 minutes. So we'll finish up with this. Thanks again for listening. And we'll see you again once all this carry-on's over and done with. The busker. Every Sunday morning you'll find her at the corner in the rain, still playing her guitar and singing songs of love and poverty and pain, staring into nowhere she goes through her 3-song repertoire again. She doesn't strive for meaning and she doesn't care to reason or explain. Doesn't play for pennies, but if they're thrown, she'll take them just the same. Staring into nowhere, she goes through her 3-song repertoire again. Staring into nowhere, she goes through her 3-song repertoire again. Sure enough, next Sunday you'll find her at the corner once again, still playing her guitar and singing songs of love and poverty and pain. Staring into nowhere, she goes through her 3-song repertoire again. Staring into nowhere, she goes through her 3-song repertoire again. Staring into nowhere, she sings into the emptiness again. Here we go. And there we go. So, it's bye-bye from me, it's bye-bye from my good friend Sam the Skull, and it's bye-bye from the ever-present Dibbles, who's been very good, she's hardly moved. And as I say, we'll see you again when all this carry-on's over and done with. So, bye, stay safe, bye.